All right, everybody. Now I know I'm a little bit late to the news. Been running around doing doctor's appointments all day, and for all that have been keeping up with my dad's situation, we're looking like we're out of all the clear. Don't have another appointment for the next month, so everything is looking a okay on his front. So appreciate all y'all support on that. Now to the video at hand. Arch Manning has been named the starting quarterback for the University of Texas, and you can see that right here. You like the views, 1.7 million views in 5 hours is insane. 20K likes. Like this is obviously the name, the Manning name is going to have some serious star power with it, and you're going to have outlets doing this. I mean, Bleacher Report, come on, the Manning era has become. No, it hasn't, not yet. And what's even crazier is you see the like difference. This has point seven point 700 to 800,000 more views or less views than the ESPN tweet, but it has 5K more likes. People are insane. People are and these are non-Texas fans that want this to happen. They want the controversy. They're just they don't care, right? This is talk. This is good fodder for talk shows. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. If Arch Manning goes out there, or when I should say when Arch Manning goes out there and plays great, there really isn't going to be any controversy. Not for Texas fans, not for people inside the Texas building. All that's going to be for people on YouTube like me. Uh, all that's going to be is for people on ESPN, talk shows, all that stuff. They're going to go absolutely wild. You just got to ignore it, just like the team does. Rat poison is what is as how Nick Saban affectionately calls it. Now, something that's going to be cool is this upcoming Saturday will be a good window into the 2025 offense. We're likely going to have Quinn Ewers gone. We're likely going to have Isaiah Bond gone. We're likely going to have Jaden Blue gone. I know some people are saying, "Hey, well, at the current rate, Jaden," and this is one comment, but I know more people share the sentiment that Jaden Blue really he hasn't played that much, and yeah, he's been a little bit injured, and the one game that he did get injured in, he's really only missed one game. And outside of that, he's Texas has either beat the ever loving crap out of their opponent so bad it didn't make sense to keep Jaden Blue in the game, or he just, hey, let's get this guy healthy. A very similar approach that we're taking to Quinn Ewers. I'm not at all worried about Jaden Blue. Anybody that's followed me, they know that. I think Jaden Blue is going to be just fine, and I think that he's gonna. I think he's gonna get drafted in the top two rounds. Potentially the third. We'll see how far, like how much he plays. But if he plays at least 75% of the season, he's going top 2 rounds. Book it. Uh, Gunnar Helm. He's gonna be gone to the NFL. And I know. I guess there's some thought about Juan Davis being able to come back. That's not gonna happen. Not unless he gets a medical red shirt, which would be terrible. We don't want him getting injured or anything like that this year. But he's most likely gone. So you're going to have Arch Manning, Jarrett Gibson, DeAndre Moore, Matthew Golden, Ryan Wingo, and Jonte Cook getting a lot of snaps this game. That's basically your 2025 offense right there. Add in some 5-star wide receivers. Now, here's the deal. Maybe a guy like a Matthew Golden leaves because he sees the writing on the wall with Khalil Lockett and Jamie French coming in. Like, this is we got some really talented wide receivers coming in, and we will have a really talented wide receiver core. Now, not to say that he sees the writing on the wall saying that they're going to take his spot and just yank it from him, but there's always that possibility. But DeAndre Moore, or not DeAndre Moore, Matthew Golden, I would assume would have a locked-in role next year as a starter if he were to come back. Uh, Now that's just looking a little bit too far ahead, but you might be going, well, Nash, the title to this video has nothing to do with what you said so far. Well, it does. Uh, I'm gonna let you know right now. Steve Sarkisian, I'm not acting like this was some grand master plan for Steve Sarkisian. Oh, Quinn's gonna get hurt and we're gonna start Arch and everything's gonna work out. No. Not at all. But as far as Quinn Ewers winning the Heisman Award, this will help him more. What I mean by that is if Steve Sarkisian is out there parading a injured Quinn Ewers, trying to just get stats on stats on stats, and maybe he doesn't fully aggravate the injury this week. Okay, maybe it goes unaggravated next week. Okay, bye week. Whatever this injury is, right? We don't know the full details on it. We will never know. we don't live in the NFL where where they're basically forced to give out this information accurately. Uh, Whatever it was, I'd rather have a 100% Quinn Ewers or a Quinn Ewers that is as close to 100%. And last week I said, hey, let's watch the warm ups and see how Quinn is doing. Let's see if he's even out there warming up. If he's out there warming up, that's a really, really good sign. That is a really good sign to me. If he's out there in pads warming up, that's as good as a sign that you could ever see. That's as good as a sign you could ever see. Just go ahead and say, you know what, Quinn would probably be starting today under most circumstances, and I believe that. I believe if Georgia were coming in town, Quinn Ewers would be starting today. This is not a game that's going to have a lot of Heisman relevance outside of does Quinn Ewers get injured or does he aggravate the injury? So on that topic of Heisman relevance, let's keep him out. Let's let Arch Manning get some valuable starting experience right now. Okay, and let's keep Quinn Ewers healthy, and let's go get him a Heisman Award. Now, this is insane, though. This is a Pat McAfee graphic from the show that they had this morning. The odds have kind of moved a little bit, but this just kind of gives the general. Immediately after the game, Arch Manning's name soared to the Heisman list. I think there was one part, like he was the favorite at that point or something like that. It was weird. But Arch Manning having his name above Quinn Ewers. If there's a time to buy a Quinn Ewers Heisman ticket, now is the time. Go, 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 go. You will not see his odds any lower than this. They might have bounced back around a little bit already. But just to kind of show you, like, I mean, you saw that run. The Arch hype is outside of Texas is going through the roof. Even in Texas, it's going through the roof. But I want to say I want to right now I want to say how proud I am of my fellow Texas fans. I meant to put out a video on Quinn Ewers having a Heisman season. A lot of y'all would still be like, "Whoa, Nash, those are some crazy things that you're saying. That's rare air that you're putting Quinn Ewers into." And I'm really upset that I didn't put the video because, quite frankly, I just didn't have the guts to. I didn't have the guts to go stand on that. But nevertheless, what I'm trying to get at with that is, I personally didn't see Texas fans having enough respect for Quinn Ewers, and that was the entire motivation of making the video. All leading up to the season, all during the season, all that's happened is Quinn Ewers has gotten immense amount of respect from fans. He has got like people that I was surprised about. I was like, man, you know what? These guys are going to be full on Arch guys. The fan base is sticking behind Quinn even after that last performance. I'm very proud of the Texas fans right now. Very proud to call myself a Texas fan for how we've acted with this. But this stuff is crazy. This stuff is crazy. The top 10 NFL draft prospect. Now, this might be the case. Like this might be like an actual graphic. One, I would say Carson Beck has got to be. The Dylan Raiola love that the whole Patrick Mahomes comparisons. One, he does look like Patrick Mahomes, like running around. Like, I swear to God, the dude modeled his entire game after Patrick Mahomes. Now that being like even life, like the way he looks, appearance, runs, everything. Now that being said, I don't know, Patrick Mahomes, that's some rarefied air, but it could happen. I had a. And for the few people that have stuck around, because I know my viewership probably isn't at this point in the video isn't that high. The name was Joe Burrow. That was the comparison. And you know what? Here, actually, you know what? I know this is an Arch Manning video, but you're gonna get a little sneak peek into what I had for the Quinn Ewers stuff. Okay, so little sneak peek. This was player C. That's Quinn Ewers, or that's Colt McCoy. Player B is Quinn Ewers. Now, this was the stats as they were. This is if Quinn Ewers were to play 13 games and stay on pace, which is the amount of games that Colt McCoy played. And this is that also was the 2008 season. This is Quinn Ewers versus Colt McCoy in his senior season as a starting quarterback. And then this one is where it really gets crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you who player A is because I still might make the video, but I'll go ahead and say it. It's Joe Burrow. So this was Joe Burrow and Quinn Ewers' first year away from Ohio State. Obviously, a much different second year, but can Quinn Ewers get to that year that Joe Burrow had? Uh, so look, I and I was not definitively going to go out there and because I still had even now I'm still torn on it. I think he's capable of it. Was I ready to stand on it and say he's going to go out there and have a Joe Burrow season? I don't know because Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson were pretty damn good. Terrace Marshall was pretty good too, but he to show how much better Justin Jefferson were and Jamar Chase were. Uh, Look at the production in the NFL after they've all gotten to the NFL. Those two dudes are absolute superstars. Now, so all that to say, I don't like I said, I don't think this is some grand plan for Steve Sarkisian to start Quinn Ewers or to start Arch Manning in week 4. But I think with what the cards that Steve Sarkisian were dealt, he's playing poker. He got dealt a poker hand. This to me is about as good as you can play your cards. Because if there's a person that has shown the ability to handle having high profile recruits, quarterbacks on your roster, and know how to navigate that, the guy's name is Steve Sarkisian. He's done this before. This is not new territory. Now, it's new territory in the fact that the guy's name is Manning back there. So we'll have to see on that. The Arch Manning hype is going to go through the roof already. We already know it. It's nice knowing that Arch isn't that type of guy that's going to let this kind of go to his head. But outside of that, looks like Texas, the team, just the team chemistry, the team makeup, everything. It does not say this isn't the Texas team that would have a problem with this. So I don't think we're going to be in a situation where if you have two quarterbacks, you have none. I think it's just going to be in a situation where it's, hey, we got a Heisman guy named Quinn Ewers in 2024. And we got a Heisman guy named Arch Manning in 2025. Let's go win a national championship. So, on that note, hope you all have a great day. Hope you all enjoy the Arch Manning start. This game should be fun to watch. All right, everybody. Hope you all have a great day. Hope Quinn Ewers is back for Mississippi State to lead us into the SEC. And as always, hook 'em.